Yo, we're live. I don't need these headphones. What's up? My boy Adam's in the building.
Yo, it's your boy, Young Adam Marcus. Follow me on YouTube.
Steve in the evening with.
Wow. You gonna cut me off like that, bro?
Sorry, my bad.
I'm trying to plug myself.
Plug it.
Yo, your boy's coming back to YouTube. www.youtube.com/Adam Marcus. If you don't know how to spell Adam Marcus, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's ADAMARCUS. I almost fucked that up. Bro.
And he air wrote it too.
Are you gonna bleep out?
I'll link it.
You're sweet.
I'll link it.
Are you gonna bleep out swear words or you're good?
No.
All right, I could say the F word on here.
Dude, you could say the J word, the K word, all of them, dude.
Bro, I'm about to say the K word. You ready, bro?
Don't do it.
Bro, I'm about to do it.
Don't do it.
All right, I gotta do it.
K. Is that it? Is that the K word? What's it called? I haven't heard someone say www since 1972.
Bro, that's when I was born.
Anywho, what's up, man?
What's up,
You
man?
swung by.
I haven't seen you in so long.
Is this your first podcast?
This is my second, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've done one on my own.
What?
Yeah, man.
You didn't plug that?
It's called the Adam Pod.
Is it on there?
Yeah, bro. Check my YouTube.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Do you have one for real?
No.
Confusing.
But
me.
actually, I was like metabolic performance, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they interviewed you?
They interviewed me.
For what?
For jumping.
Muscles?
No, I don't have muscles, bro. Isn't muscles from the water, bro? Isn't that like a thing
Muscles?
you can eat?
Muscles and mussels.
Yeah, aren't they in oysters or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mussels are in oysters and oysters are in clams.
Whoa.
And then the pearls in all three.
Did you test the butt, though?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
So far, so good? So
Sweet,
good?
sweet. So let's talk, bro.
I like how the thing's right between your eyes. I could look.
Bro, I'm looking at
See
you.
one eye.
You can only see one eye?
Anyway, real quick. Not real quick, but have you seen the movie Blade Runner? Because it's on my mind.
I have not.
Have you heard of it?
I have.
So I've heard of it a lot, and I knew it's one of those movies where you kind of need to see it because it's like one of those historic movies where people always bring it up. So if you hear it a lot, I have. So I wanted to see it, and they have an old one from 1982,
right.
Harrison Ford,
Right.
and then they have the new one that came out 2000. I almost said last year, but last year's already 17, not 16.
2017.
Yeah, and so I saw the new one. It's basically like robots. They became so realistic,
Okay.
and they made robots that were really high tech, and then they were really realistic, and then they couldn't tell the difference, and then they had to get rid of the old ones.
I saw a preview
like
for
that.
something like that.
But it was just weird, and it made me think of technology, and it was just we're in a weird spot now. I always think of that.
No, I agree with that because I was talking to a few of my I want to say his coworkers, and they were talking about how I don't know if you've seen all the sex robots that are being built and tested. Yeah,
I haven't seen them, but I've heard of them.
I think it's ridiculous, but they were saying how they're gonna make these robots real, and they were just talking about how how do I word this? How there's gonna be those scientists or whoever builds them, they're gonna build them for the public, So they're gonna build robots that are there to aid us in what we need done for service, I guess. And then there's gonna be those scientists that are I'm too smart, you know what I'm saying? So
just push the limit.
Yeah, push the limit. So how far can I take this?
That's so weird.
And
yeah,
so they were saying how the robots are gonna try to make, because for services and whatever we use, everything is about efficiency, correct?
Right.
So they were talking about how the robots want the world to be more efficient, and they're gonna, and you know how humans are we're not really that useful, you know what I'm saying? We're slow,
replaced by technology all the time.
We're slow, we're just really intelligent, that's it. Just what's the fastest a person can run? A normal average person,
every 2 feet one speed.
2 feet per hour, right? That's ridiculous. So they were just saying how humans are destroying the world. We've just taken up all this space.
Yeah.
And just robots are built to make things more efficient. So they were saying how they could possibly wipe out the human race, and just
let's do it.
No, let's not do it.
My question is always how much person do you have to be to still be a person?
11.
Huh?
Yeah, bro. 11.
So 11
Have
figures.
you seen Stranger Things? 11.
Oh yes, I haven't seen the whole thing though, so I might not know it. I don't know. I
don't watch it either. I don't know what I was talking about.
I thought it was cool, but then it was just I didn't want to get sucked in.
No, that's how I
want to watch.
I don't like watching TV because then I feel like I waste time. It's I can't be productive.
Here's the weird part about technology I've been thinking is that we see all these things transporting cars, self-driving cars. Mm-hmm. You see all this technology, they're making robotic limbs.
What?
and they're like have like hands that work better now. Like they can like literally like connect a robotic hand that like works with your signals.
To your nerves and stuff.
Yeah,
like that?
connects
Oh, wow.
with that.
Okay.
So that. And then like cell phones we see, virtual reality, we see all these things that robots are talking about.
I heard virtual reality is going to be like nuts like in the next few years, man.
But here's the weird part is that we can see these things.
Yeah.
We can see these things, right? Like we have
with our eyes.
Yes.
Wow.
Even eyes, they're gonna like replace your eyes with like better eyes.
Like glasses.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But so you can see what's going to happen in like 30 years. Like, right now, you say like you see the one hand being built, but you can easily see that over time you can see all the body parts being robotic.
Right.
And then like cars, right now they can do self-driving, but eventually it'll be like all self-driving vehicles and all these things. And I feel like before this time, when you saw like new developments, like say back in the day when they made like the radio or something like that still wasn't like connected to the internet or anything. So you can say, oh, they made a radio. Next might be something else, but they can't really see too far. Like they see, oh, there's going to be advancements, but now it's like we made advancements and now we could see where the advancements.
And you know what's funny about that is like seeing advancements and stuff. Like it doesn't like it surprises us, but like we're kind of like used to like new things coming out. So it's just like.
We just like expect things to get better. Like we see a camera like that, and we'll be like, "Oh, next year they'll have this one."
Dope. That's cool for like 8 months, a year, and it's like okay.
And then we expect it. Like they just make. How do they make these things better? That's what's crazy to me.
Ridiculous.
But
man.
it's really weird to sit here now because like when I drive in traffic, I
You
literally
drive.
I mean, I don't. But like I think about it. Like I picture myself when I drive.
Oh, so you have like a mind reader car? Like you just
it's
think
virtual
about
reality.
Virtual. Oh, so you don't.
Oh, poor Garrison.
Garrison. So you don't really have a
singing,
car.
he's not.
You just be like driving in the virtual.
I have like the Fred Flintstone. I have my foot out the side.
That's what I thought.
And I'm pushing because I don't like gas.
Better,
only when I take video.
And that car's like $40, but
yeah,
it probably takes you like 7 hours to get to work. Bet you leave early. That's why
it was 7 hours when I got it, but now it's 5.5 because my calves got stronger.
Oh, word! You just jumped there now, huh?
So anyway, and the hardest when it's wet. When it's wet outside, I got no traction.
That's why you got to bring your traction shoes. Bro.
I got my spikes.
Your spikes? What?
So wait, what was I saying? So then it's weird when we're sitting in traffic and I see these cars, everybody's sitting there and it's like inefficient, and you see like these gas guzzling things, people going slow, the roads are all intertwining. Shit.
Whoa.
Harrison's trying to break out. So it's weird to like already know what it's going to be like because before it's like it's all speculation and like maybe somebody had a wild idea that there'd be flying cars like Blade Runner. They had like flying cars in 2019, so it was really funny because like it was made like 30 years ago, 36 years ago. So it's weird that how off they were. I mean, they could never know. But it's like flying cars like might be a thing.
No, I believe it. Just because when you think about it, there's planes and like what makes you think like a plane?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have like portable things.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like a plane weighs like is like metal and like there's like no way that you would think that something like physically that heavy could get off the ground. But like when you bend a few like when you bend like the metal and it adds like whatever else a plane has like it like not defies gravity.
Feathers.
Yeah, when you add your feathers to it, it just like I don't know, bends like our perception of But I mean, obviously planes have been around for a while, but just like when you think about it, like how can something this heavy get off the ground? You know?
And I heard this though from Elon Musk. He was talking about flying cars because I think somebody asked me. He's like, it's not that plausible because there's like, it's hard to like regulate that. So like just like traffic, when there's a bridge, you know, one goes up, one goes under. But like flying, how are you going to keep people from hitting each other? And then everybody walking, you're going to have to worry about things falling on your head, like people drop things out the window, whatever happens, you have to worry about that. So he's more interested in underground. And I don't know if you heard this. He said that there's like taller than like some skyscraper, or maybe the tallest skyscraper is like taller than that. They can go deeper than that underground. Deeper than the tallest skyscraper is tall. They can go deep
and will be safe.
Well, not only that, they can make like levels of like real
like elevators,
like that. Yeah, and so it's almost like an elevator. They'll make a car to like alleviate traffic. You can like pay more, I guess. Go on this little sled. It drops you under this like tunnel, and then you get shot through it.
Oh,
so you can make like all this space underground.
That's crazy. That'd be kind of efficient, somewhat. Maybe.
Dude, I mean, I don't know how long it takes to make, but but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that's going to be around. You know, the Hyperloop thing.
Yeah, I heard about the Hyperloop.
So like all these things are going to be made. So it's weird to be sitting here knowing in like 50 years or whatever, however long it takes, it'll be like that. You know, we can like
our kids are going to be living underground.
Yeah. Dude, have you seen in? I think it's
It's a movie?
I think it's in Japan. I think it is. What's that famous?
I've never been to Japan.
Japan came to me once, but I can't remember the name of the city. I forget. It's like the popular one, whatever it is.
Hold on, I got
Tokyo.
this. Tokyo.
It might be Tokyo.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but there was or Beijing. Beijing. It might be
Beijing?
China.
I don't. Oh, what's that?
It might be China.
Beijing's in
Anyway,
yeah.
one of those cities. I know it's very ignorant of me, but there's like a city that's like skyscrapers, and then they have like levels, so like you can get from like kind of like how we're looking here.
Okay.
You can get to other buildings, and you never even touch the ground.
Okay.
They have like layers of cities.
A bridge?
Yeah, it's not even like a bridge. Like pretend this was here, and then there's like a whole nother.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
There's
That's
so
pretty cool.
like there's so much population they kind of built on top of each
Yeah.
other. So they built buildings, and then the building like tops of the buildings connect or something. I
Mm.
don't know what it is, but the story I heard was like some kids were born because they have everything. They have like
Okay.
hospitals and everything
That are built on these like.
on the
the
thing. So
top
some
cities.
kids never even touched the actual floor.
Wow.
They were born. They live in
But
the
is
building.
But is that safe?
I mean,
That's crazy.
it's not like tightrope walking. Like
I
everywhere
mean,
they go.
obviously, but I'm just
But
like,
it's I don't know. It's
like you
weird.
think about this, like, okay, we have streets that are in the air, and just like you know how like streets get worn over time.
Yeah, I don't
and
know
you just
how
like
it works.
think about like,
I gotta rewatch that.
oh no, there's a hole in the fucking ground. Just like that leads to the other city below us.
Yeah, I don't even know how it worked, but it's almost like the way they showed it, you couldn't even tell it was off the ground. It just looked like this city, and then there was just more. It was
That's
great. It
nuts.
was on like I think it was Planet Earth actually.
That's
Planet
nuts.
Earth or like something like a Planet Earth series, and one of them was like cities or
That's
maybe
crazy.
not. I don't know. It was something like Life or something.
On like Netflix or
Yeah, like
Hulu
a
or something?
series. They did like cities. They did like places. I don't know, but it was crazy. It was
Right,
so
right,
well.
right.
And
That is crazy.
that's another thing is that you see these cities like there was a time lapse I saw of like New York for like the past 100 years, and it looks like
Somebody's recording New York for 100 years.
huh.
Somebody was recording.
I don't know how they did it. I think they had like photographs or something,
Oh, okay.
but they kind of showed like where like the amount of buildings there were when it started.
New York City.
When my podcast gets more live, we'll get some like videos and I could pop
Your
them up
podcast
for
is
you.
live.
No, I mean like when it gets leveled up.
Hello, everybody.
So when I get it, I'll be able to project stuff on the wall so I could show you these videos. But anyway, it's like a
Yeah.
time lapse, and it's like you would not even recognize it. It has like low buildings, and then in like I think it was like within 100 years, like a million skyscrapers. So like
1 million.
1 million, like one every inch, just one.
Bro, there's more than
like,
a million inches in per inch.
I don't know,
Neither.
but yeah, I can't
Somebody-
imagine in the next 100 years how many like what the cities will look like.
What your city like?
It's good.
Nice.
Where are you from? I don't even know that.
You don't know where I'm from?
I don't know where you're born.
You really? Weren't you born in a?
Was it Beijing?
No, it was close.
Are you one of those sky children?
Bro,
Never touch the floor?
I'm actually an Avatar.
Avatar Adam. That's what
Bro, I thought we was boys.
Dude.
Nah, but I'm actually from St. Louis, Missouri.
No way.
Yeah, man.
I've been there twice.
For real? I don't remember.
I've been
anything about
arched.
it.
I've been arched.
You been to the arch?
Yeah, I went to
That's
the arch.
chilling.
I like the arch a lot.
That's really chilling.
But,
I actually don't remember anything about it, but that's
Really?
what I was born.
The thing I remember about the arch was like I saw it a million times, and then like standing under it was like different.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a cool place in my head because that was one of the first places I like visited on my own,
Yeah.
like with just my friends, now like
You
family.
have friends?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy, man.
And so I didn't. I remember like just wanting to go there just to like see it because I've seen it in so many pictures, and it'd be cool to know that I just been at that place that I see all the time. And I remember just standing there like it was so big.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds ridiculous, like stupid, but it was like made me want to go see other things in person.
Bro, you know
it,
what else is big, bro?
what?
Skyscrapers, dog. A billion of them. You alright?
But yes, so that actually made me want to like travel more. So St. Louis, maybe
Yeah,
that's why.
I want to travel more too, bro. I went to Utah.
Was that your first time there?
That was my first time there.
How are the mountains? Have you seen mountains before
Yeah,
that?
I've never. Well, maybe the mountains when we went to California.
Oh yeah.
I saw those mountains. Those were pretty cool. But
Yeah.
just like
Utah has some beautiful mountains.
yeah. So and like the dude's house I was staying on, he lived on like a hill, so we were just like up high and we could like really like see like
Dude.
the city, and I was just like, wow, this is a cool experience. But in Utah, there was like a hella like fog.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a lot of fog because they were talking about how like the factories and
Oh,
whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I saw a random clip. I saw this like video of like these people because I got in a car accident.
What?
So like I was looking
Are
up
you
car
okay?
accidents or something. Yeah.
Or
Remember my
how's your-
car? I didn't tell you. I told
No,
you.
bro, you don't talk to me, dude. you don't talk to me. I thought we was boys.
My car got rear-ended.
Everybody on Sully's podcast, like Sully invited me to this. Sully invited me to his podcast like about 20 minutes ago,
Yep. Okay.
I was like, you know what? Sure. Like,
Yeah.
let me come through. And he's like, yeah, I haven't had a friend over in 6 months. I was like, bro, what are you
It's
doing?
true.
with
No
your
one
life?
comes. It's tough because it's downtown, so it's
Yeah.
hard for people to park.
Guys, I actually
It's
have
a
to
really
pay.
good-
I have to pay to see Steven.
You have to pay, yeah. So it's like,
it's not worth it. I'm not coming back.
but yeah, he doesn't have to pay, but like I make him pay because like my time's valuable. So like I
His time isn't
pay
worth,
by the hour.
His time isn't worth anything to me.
What were we saying?
We were talking about
The
skyscrapers.
car accident.
Oh,
Oh
car
yeah.
accident.
Wait, so there was fog in like New Delhi. Some weird, you see this random YouTube clips. There was
Okay.
so much fog on the highway that people were just piling up, hitting each other.
What?
Because they couldn't see that far
Oh
in front of
my
me. And the person was filming, and like some car got hit, and they would run. People like standing on the side, they were filming. They would run, go get the people out, be like, "Come on," because they knew other cars were going to come
Yeah.
and hit them. It was
That's
crazy,
nuts.
and they just kept. And the video, I didn't see the whole thing, or maybe there wasn't the whole thing.
I
But
feel like I actually seen that video too.
it was crazy. I wish my podcast was like, and then like I could pull it up and it was projected on
You
my
can
hand.
do that, bro. It's called video editing.
I know, but I want to just be engaged. I don't want to.
So,
fidgeting.
so what's the main topic of this podcast?
The usual life and technology and just the magic of
Okay.
of progress, bro.
So going on along with technology.
Poor kids.
Going along with technology. Did you see the new DJI Mavic Air, bro?
Yes, and I want it because it's cheaper than the Pro and smaller. And
It's cheaper by
Did you
$100.
yeah,
But they're about the same. Yeah, I
they're
wish I
about
had
the
the Pro,
same.
but there's no difference.
I just like the Air because it's newer, and if it's cheaper and newer, then mine as well. Because usually the newer one's more expensive. But
Yeah,
I'll
of
look into
course.
it more. But I still
mean,
have
it's
the GoPro one,
yeah.
so I might try to sell that one just
You sold
because.
it?
No, I might try to.
You should definitely.
Yeah, and I'll get that one. But
It's
that one's really
garbage.
dope. Did you see Casey Neistat's like comparison video?
Between the GoPro and the
No, but between the Air, the Mavic Pro,
yeah, and the Phantom Pro 4.
the Phantom
Yeah,
Pro
I saw it.
4,
It's
the
crazy.
giant one that
Yeah.
it shoots ridiculous
Yeah, it's
though.
really nice.
It shoots like it's so crazy how much better it is, and it's like no color correction, nothing.
Yeah,
It's so wild.
I mean, but like nowadays, you can't really separate yourself without color correction, especially
Yeah.
shooting something cinematic. But I mean, it's not necessary, but it's definitely beneficial.
Yeah, dude. Oh, this guy, his name's Dan, the director. I think he's kind of got a good Instagram. I forget if he's got a big YouTube. I think he's got a big YouTube now, but I don't think that's what he's known for. I forget. But like, I just found his YouTube. You don't have to be yawning on the podcast, man. Jeez.
Bro, I had a long day. I haven't eaten. I'm actually really
You
hungry.
want to eat? We could pause this right now.
Really?
Do whatever we want. Anyway,
What do you have to eat?
we could eat while we do it.
Okay.
I have I
Pause
got
it.
bananas right there,
Pause
yogurt. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let me finish the story, and then if you
Okay.
want to pause it, you can. Just say this: food, and then raise your hand, clap twice, and blink. That's a
Are
snap.
you gonna cut this part out?
No,
Okay.
nothing gets cut. Anyway, so he's got a
Wow, you're lazy.
nutting.
Nutting. I'm sorry.
So he posted Instagram today that it's pretty cool. He's like, because I was talking about this another time with you. I think that like how
With me?
yes.
You have to talk to me?
So how like quality of cameras got so good that we're
Yeah.
like spoiled.
Yeah.
Everyone's got like the best quality camera
Yeah.
for cheap. He like acknowledged
We're
that as
talking
well.
about Dan the director.
Dan the
Okay,
director, that's
okay.
his like YouTube name, I think. And so
Adam
he
the director. I could do that. Adam the director.
he's gonna make a video all in like VHS
Oh wow.
soon, like or something. And he's got really good videos on YouTube already. So I want to see how his like VHS video
But
comes
you know
out.
what's funny?
Huh.
Like, you can shoot with like your good ass camera, or
Mhm.
and you can like put a VHS effect on it, and
Yeah.
like people are like, oh my gosh, he shot in VHS.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
the thing is, on his Instagram post where he said that, I believe
I believe it.
he showed the camera.
It's
and
probably
you
one
could
of those
see
like
it.
88 millimeters. Or something.
Yeah, and that would kind of defeat the purpose because I think he wants to like inspire people. He doesn't want to just like show
Like,
what he can
like
do.
saying, inspire people that you can do
Yeah.
anything with like any camera.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he comes out with because I don't think people have done that, and I would love to do that too. See what I can do, but it's just like I'm trying to grow, and it's like
Yeah, there's
too much
no,
time.
There's no
Like, I
reason
need
to
time.
like do that just to make one video. You know.
That's what's
like-
so fun about once you get to that level is that you can live out all your like ideas. You can
Mhm.
execute them because right now I have like 4 million ideas, and I have to like choose one or
Yeah.
like not do it because I don't have enough time, and I have
Yeah.
to work on like so many things at once.
Not for sure. I feel like I've been in the same boat just because like
Yeah.
so if you guys don't know, me and Sally, we both work for like 2 different social media marketing companies, and so
Yes.
my company's having me just work on like a certain amount of videos, and then once I finish that, I have like some time off, maybe like two to 3 weeks of just time off before we get busy again. So what I plan on doing was pretty much what Sally's trying to do all the time, because Sally's like a really like
Right now,
he's
the
really
videos
proactive.
and stuff is like my side hustle.
Yeah, but Sully's a really proactive guy. So he has his main job. He has his YouTube channel. He has his social media marketing job, and he also does his dunking on the side, and also he has his filming and photography business that he's
And
running.
I hang out with friends
and
sometimes.
he hangs out with Ira and his dog.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm trying to start like a little like business where I'm offering like presets to people for editing purposes, so it could be like for photo, video, and just like I just want to be able to like help people like learn what I've learned, because I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I feel like I'm probably like maybe like top 5
In
like,
the world.
Top 5 in Central Florida, like top 5 best videographer in Central Florida.
That's how we met too. That's what's cool about this, is that we both just were interested in that.
Yeah,
We were friends because we looked alike. Like
this is true.
Like when I saw him first, I was like, I thought it was a mirror, and I thought it was funny because I'm like, oh wait, it's not a mirror, because I went to touch my own face because I do that in the mirror.
Yeah.
And then I realized it's not. It's just Adam. So then I was like, oh, sorry.
And we were actually on a basketball court, so there's no mirrors on basketball
Yeah.
court. But,
Yeah, that's what was weird.
He did touch me. I was like, what the
So
fuck?
then-
like, get the fuck away from me, bro.
And then he called me by the wrong name with Cecil.
Oh, no,
and then-
that's his real name, bro. That's his real name. He showed me his birth certificate. It's Cecil, but he doesn't like it.
Yeah,
he doesn't like the
Cecil.
way it's spelled.
Yeah.
So he switched his own name to Sully.
So now we both have that in common with the photo video
Which is
stuff.
really cool.
I forgot what we were talking about before. Oh yeah, the high quality stuff, and I forget what else.
We were talking about how
Executing our own ideas.
Yeah, and we were just talking about how your boy director Dan.
Yeah.
Dan, Dirty
He's
Dan.
my boy, dude.
Dirty Dan. Director Dan, Dan the director, how he has all this. He's pretty much established himself and made a name for himself.
Yeah.
As a director, and he uses high quality content.
Yeah.
And how he actually has a time to like just inspire people, to let them know that it's not about having like the best type of equipment, that you can do whatever you want with whatever you have, if that makes any sense.
Yes. And then my question to you is, how did you get into photo video? Because me, I was like always like doing stuff, and I always liked it, but I never really thought of it as like something I could like make money, or I just liked making videos.
No,
Did you always do that?
So I want to say like as a child, I was always like, I always had like a high expectation for myself. So I like to play basketball, but like I just was never like good enough to stay on the team. I played.
Same.
Yeah, I played like recreationally, and I played for some teams, but just like high school, I just I didn't make the team. I didn't make the cut, and so I
did scissor fingers.
I did scissors. You did scissors. Okay, and so it was probably like maybe senior year, or maybe not senior, but the year after senior year. So 2013, I started watching a lot of YouTube, and I'm like, you know what, like I really like want to get into this, and like I was into video games, and I was into like sports, and I was into fitness, but like the very first type of videos I would watch would be like the gaming videos, and I played like Call of Duty and like NBA 2K,
right?
And so I was like, people are making money off playing video games, like like I want to do that, but just like that wasn't like I wasn't like cool. It's just like, okay, like let me post a glitch.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I posted glitches too. I gotta show you another time, dude. I got the funniest things ever.
It's like, okay, like let me show you my 25-in-1 like kill game, but just like there's like 20,000 of those on YouTube. So it's like what makes me different. So that's where you gotta like separate yourself with personality, which I think I have a good personality for like YouTube, but but regardless, Sully doesn't agree. But nah. But just like I would post a video and then it would do like 100 views in a week, and I would get discouraged, So I would just like I would fall off, and then
the cliff.
Yeah, the cliff, and I would die.
Like
but
GTA?
I respawned because
got you.
Just start over.
Respawn, baby.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. Oh, I'm gonna put that on my wall.
Respawn.
Like a platitude.
Respond with a D. But anyway, what's a platitude?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's what they call those sayings.
Like a platypus?
Yeah, like a platypus that's really inspirational, man. That's where it first came
platitude?
from. The first inspiration came from a platypus, and they said that platypus got attitude. That's a platitude.
Hey, bars.
Killed it.
But with those videos, there was no room for creativity. So I started watching these fitness YouTubers, and it's just like, all this is pretty much just working out, right? Mm-hmm. And so there's this one guy who I followed who had a videographer, and his videographer made like these cinematic type edits for him. And I'm like, whoa, that's like that was like the coolest thing to me, because like he's just working out, but it looks dope as fuck,
yes.
And like they used to do that. I think it was like maybe like 2015, and they used to do the thing where they'd have like a lens, and they'd like have it like unfocused, and they'd focus it, and then he'd be like hit his set, and it was just like the coolest thing to me. And so like I'm like, you know what, like I want to do that. Like I have a couple of friends that work out, like I can do this. And so like I got the camera. I think I spent maybe like $500. I invested pretty deep into it, but like not too much, not as much as I have now.
Yeah.
But so I spent $500 on a camera. It was like a Panasonic DMZ some shit.
Dragon Ball Z.
And but it was like in focus like 100% of the time, so like I couldn't really do that unless I added like a Gaussian blur effect and like
did it manually.
Yeah, do it manually, and it just like wasn't the same. So, but I would like do this video, and then like every shot I had because I knew how I wanted the video, so every shot that I would take, it was like dope, and it was how I wanted it to look. And then like I had my friend do it, and it's like I'd be like, hey, do this, and it just wouldn't look like how I wanted.
So you wanted him to film you?
Yeah, I wanted him to film me, because I was going to do like I'll film him, he'll film me, and it just like never looked like how I wanted it to look. Like the video would still come out dope, because I don't know why, but I was always like pretty decent at editing. Like it was just like I had a vision for it, and I'd like make sure it looked a certain way, and if I didn't know how to do it, like I'd find out. And the good thing about today's day and age is that YouTube has almost everything. Best. Yeah, exactly.
So great.
And so you know, everybody, like the people I was filming with, wouldn't do it how I wanted it, which is nothing wrong, because obviously they don't have the same vision as I do. But I was just like, you know what, let me just do it all, and I'll make a video of other people, and then that's pretty much where I got started.
That's sick. Dude, I didn't know about gaming. Listen to this. I used to make edits of like 2K and NBA Live, like crossovers and dunks, and put it to music.
Really? Let's go.
And also, one of the best ones was like Madden. Yeah. I would do like, do you ever see like on YouTube they would put like the hardest hits and put music to it?
Yeah.
I would do that with Madden.
That's dope.
They're still on there, so they're really funny.
What did you record with, like a Dazzle Easy Cam, the Dazzle Cam?
Yeah, something like that. It was like I had to plug. It was so hard to screen cap my TV. Yeah. It was like so hard. I was like using the crazy cables. They would like barely work, and then it was like slow. Anyway, it took forever, and there was like so much game footage too. I had to like play. First, I had to play, get a good hit, then go back to the replay. It was ridiculous, but it was so funny to make these hits, and like I thought it was so hype, and then like 5 years later, or even now when I go back and look, it's so funny because it's just like the shitty graphics.
But you just see how like much like the world is improving in such short time. Like it's crazy,
dude. We can make a lit 2K video now.
And then in 2 weeks that'll be garbage.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how you have like how we have our Call of Duty games, or our NBA 2K games, and then like the next season there's a whole new game, and then your game is virtually worthless.
Yeah, that's what kind of turned me off of games. Not really. It just happened at the same time, because I stopped playing video games because I just ran out of time. Like right after college, or even like during college, I started to realize like why do I care about sports in general? Like I was just like I was watching sports. I was watching it so much, and then like I found myself like not getting stuff done. I was like, man, I really want to go. This is a good time to go to the gym, for example. Like maybe it was empty, it was a morning, or whatever it was. I was like, I should really go now. I'm like, I'll watch the game, then I'll go. Or like, just go get stuff done. Yeah. And then I'm like, I want to watch this game. I'm like, why? I was like a regular season Heat game. I was a big Heat fan. I'm like, I get nothing out of this, and it kind of turned me off. And then also the video games, it was like, I didn't want to buy a game every year, but then if you don't get the new rosters, and if you get those like cheap rosters where you download them, but the ratings are all off, and they don't have their new things.
But it's just like, I guess it's one of those things where
text
me. You just want to like pass time, but it's like obviously it's passing time is wasting time if you're not being productive.
So that's the thing. I want to get to a point where I can waste some time, because right now it's like I have like no time to waste.
No, for sure.
I want to get to the point where we can just play some video games, because they're so fun.
Yeah, man,
especially
so fun.
now.
Especially if you have like a group of people to play with. Like,
oh my god.
But just like I think it just sucks when you're not like it's good to be like go be productive, but I just feel like you'll end up like not losing yourself. Well, this is how I feel that would happen to me. Like if I don't have some sort of like entertainment in my life, not that I'll get depressed, but I'll just get like I'll fall off, you know.
Right. So right now my entertainment now is always like good shows, and like mainly like documentaries. Like if I watch a really good documentary, that's like the best entertainment for me. because I learn something, and I also because like sometimes I find myself when I'm watching something funny. The only time I entertain myself is something funny because I love to laugh.
No, I agree.
But if it's like a TV show, like Stranger Things, for example, and it's not that like new,
engaging,
like a new thought, if it's not engaging new thoughts of like new technology or not even technology, just like new ideas, I feel like I'm wasting too much time and I can't enjoy it for that long. I watched that show Ozark. Have you heard of that?
Never. Never, bro. Ozark.
Anyway, it's like Breaking Bad, but like newer.
I didn't even watch Breaking Bad.
Okay, well, Breaking Good. You seen that? Don't break your neck. He's cracking his neck. Oh God. Okay. So Ozark is like he's like a money launderer type guy, and he gets in trouble with like the people he's money laundering for, and he's like struggling. It's really good if you haven't seen it. Anyway, so that was really good.
Is it raining still?
I think so. It's hard to tell. I don't think so. It's probably just wet.
I want to take like a dope shot like with my drone. That's what I want.
Can you do it in low light though?
Yeah. I just
Dude, okay, so how crazy is this? So people wash these windows. I'm in a skyscraper building. I'm not a skyscraper, but I'm in a high-rise apartment building. People they do the windows recently.
5th floor?
Yeah, 25th.
Oh shit.
So this is they were doing the windows recently, and they were doing it today. Like you see these ropes right here?
Ropes?
Like the little like lines hanging off the window.
No.
You don't see them? The cables right there.
I don't see them.
Anyway.
I see it. Yeah. I see it.
So they were doing the windows today, and
it's
then
dark outside.
Yeah, they were doing the windows today. I'm thinking like, man, this is dangerous. They're just hanging on this little thing. All they're doing is going up and down. They could just like if something goes wrong, like mechanically, right? There's just people there. I'm like, there's gonna be drones in a few years just
that are gonna do this,
washing windows. It's crazy. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like I'm sitting here literally, I'm drinking my milk, my morning milk. Just kidding. That was just to make you laugh. And so I'm watching this people.
You can't make me laugh.
And Garrison's like, yo, these window washers, that looks dangerous. Why don't they use drones? Because he was only born a year ago.
Right.
I'm like,
so he's like 1 year old now.
He's 10 months.
But I think he was born a year ago. He's born 10 months ago. Approximately.
Yeah.
1 year ago.
Approximately.
He was born. So that means he's
10 months. 10 of them. Count them.
10 years.
Whoa.
Whoa.
In dog months, he's 12 days old.
Dog months? So how many dog years?
In dog years, dude. Don't even get started, dude. Dude, why do you have a thing on your phone? The little thing to hold your fingers. You know those little things that pop out? That's what we're talking about.
Pop socket?
Dude, you got a small phone though. What do you got? Too big of hands?
Nah, bro. I got that
Grip?
Razor.
Oh.
The Razor. The Motorola.
Damn. So you're gripping it like that, taking selfies?
But you already know.
Do you ever cut yourself on it?
Never, man.
What were we saying? Oh, drones washing windows. It's just so many manual things I see people doing that will be able to be replaced like technology, like you're saying before. And it's just weird to be in a spot where you know it's going to happen or it could happen. Right. It's not like when people stopped using horses and they built the car, right? You could never, if they started using horses for mail, you're never going to be like, oh, eventually going to use something electronic. There wasn't like that, the path to that electronic alternative.
What?
So, but now you see the alternatives eventually going to happen. So it's weird to be in a state.
Like getting like mail will end up being like, I mean, I know there's like email, you know.
You get mail?
Yeah, I get mail. But like, I just feel like that'll become obsolete, you know.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, yeah, I agree with you.
Straight to your brain. It's going to go right to your brain.
Like you were saying about the drones, like drones are going to take like, I feel like, I mean, not trying to be like offensive or anything. I hope I'm not being offensive, but I feel like a mail carrier's job, you know, I feel like that's a very like easy job, you know.
Yeah, we have no idea. It could be like super stressful.
It could be. It could be super stressful because I know there's a lot of addresses to remember, but
just to get the offense out of the way.
Yeah, just to get it out of the way. But I just feel like that's a very easy job, and correct me if I'm wrong, but just like I just feel like, you know, eventually those will be like such an obsolete job, and that's with a lot of things, just because everything's becoming so technologically advanced.
Yeah, they can just have self-driving cars do that. Pick the mail, read them,
like,
and then
like people aren't going to have to learn to have how to drive a car.
It's going to be weird, man, because like since I got my car accident where I got rear-ended on I-4, it's weird to see people still driving, because I almost watched, like, as I'm like waiting on the side for like the cop to show up to like give the report. I almost watched like 3 accidents happen. I saw like
That's
people
crazy,
like slam
man.
on the brakes, and it's weird that we're all driving on this highway so fast. These machines that we could do anything with. It's not like there's like no assist. Now there's like assisted cars where they might like alert you
Yeah.
that you're getting close to a car. But like as of now, so many people driving so fast all over these roads at all times. It's
Yeah.
so crazy. He's yawning.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not. I'm kidding.
I had to yell real quick. It was a silent
Yeah.
yell. Silent yell. I hope you didn't hear me,
Did
bro.
that hype you up? You have to be like, yeah.
No.
Silent, yeah.
Silent yell was like,
So anyway, so that was your video, by the way. So that got you into video editing, stuff like that. So photography was just another interest because you like videos.
Okay. So with video, like I had a nice camera, but just like everybody's like, oh, like can I get some photos too? I'm like, oh, I'm not good at taking photos, but just like with videography, I feel like with only a camera, I say like videography and photography go hand in hand. So why would I just spend so much money on this camera that I'm not going to utilize its photo potential? You know?
Right.
So I mean, I have cameras that I use specifically for photo that have good video, and I have cameras that I use specifically for video that have good photo taking skills. But just like, I just feel like if you why not utilize something that like if you have like
spins the dial twice without even once.
No, not at all. So why have like an Xbox if you're only gonna play games? Like you can like surf the internet, you can get on Netflix. Like
why have a surfboard if you're gonna swim in the sand?
exactly, like you could swim in the ocean, bro.
Okay, wait. So this is what I've been thinking about lately too, which is cool because I'm starting to like photography more because I was like bad at it, and I can finally see myself getting a little bit better.
That's what's up.
And so what's cool about photography is like I feel like there's so much of like the setup or like the actual picture, and a little less editing. Like the editing helps, but it's a lot more about the thing. Because a video, I feel like video's a lot about the setup too. Like you can only go to a certain level of video unless you plan for the shoot and things like that. But if you have all these clips, you could add music to it, you could add effects and all these things to it.
Photography is just like one and done.
Photography, I feel like, is like you have to get a good shot.
Yeah, no, you're 100%
and that's
correct.
so cool that there's like a little bit of like opposites like that.
And
it's balance.
And I always thought about that, but it's just like with photography, it's just like you take a couple photos and you're only gonna post one or two, but just like you take like hundreds of photos and then you post like the best 10,
Yeah.
And so you don't want to waste your time editing every single photo, or you're gonna just waste time.
Yeah.
So you just take the best. But like with video, you got to make sure like every shot you take, it's good because like
or you have a lot of each shot because you have like one angle, you have to take a few times just to get the right movement or whatever.
And then like along with that, like just say your clip is out of focus, like that clip is like garbage. Like, you can't use it.
Yeah.
But like with certain photos, like if it's out of focus, you might have had like 3 or 4 photos that are about the same, unless you're just taking one shot and just like hoping it's good.
It's crazy. I was about to say something. Hold on, let me put Garrison in his cage. One sec, pause. So yeah, the one thing I was gonna say is that from me watching YouTube of other photographers and things like that, that helped me like realize that photography is a lot harder than I thought. Not even that harder, is that like you see all the photos on Instagram and you don't realize that they may have gone to that spot like 10 times.
Yeah, just to get that.
And they might have like not gotten it the first like 10 times they went, and then the 10th time maybe they got one out of like 200 photos.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I would go take photos, like I would go shoot and try to practice, and I would like come back and be like, I didn't get a single one.
That you like.
Yeah, and it's just like now I realize that like you don't always, and that's a weird thing
sure.
because I know that in like other things, and I like how it translates to life. Because like dunking is like sometimes I go and I know I'm not feeling it. Yeah. And even in photography, you don't have to feel it, but the point is like sometimes you just might miss. Like for dunking, it's like some days you're just a little off, or you don't know what's going on, or you're tired. And even though the photography might be like wide awake, you have energy, you're not tired, and you're not like off. You just like have bad days, or like something goes wrong. It was just good to hear that, and now it's like it's just weird to go out to shoot photography, shoot all these shots, and not have
not have one that you like. No, I definitely understand what you're saying, and just along with that, where you're saying like you go to each location, and you try to get your shot, and you might not be like the day, because one thing with photography is just like you got to make sure like the weather's on point.
Yes.
Or if like it's the type of shot that you want, like just say you want like it to snow, and like you got to make sure it's snowing outside, or if it's like sunny outside, if it's cloudy, like you're not gonna get like the blue sky in the background that you're looking for.
Right.
But just like you were saying, along with dunking, like it just sometimes it's just off days, and then like you go to your shoot, and then you end up like, oh, I forgot a lens.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like my camera's
something.
dead.
Batteries.
Yeah, I forgot my battery, or my memory card's full, and then you go to check, and there's nothing that you want to delete.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's like with photography and videography, it's like you have to set up, like you have to prepare. I feel like that's a lot that goes hand in hand with everything in life.
Yeah.
You have to prepare to succeed, you know?
The other thing that I like what you're getting at is that there's so many things that you don't see go into the process.
For sure.
Like you always see like
you always see the result.
Exactly, and you also see like people who aren't good. You don't really see the people who are really good. You don't see their beginning stuff. So that's what I like on YouTube too. Is like you can go back to their old stuff, and see some videos. Like I saw this guy. I gotta show him to you. He's really good.
I don't want to see him.
Okay, never mind. See ya.
All right, see ya.
So he makes sick edits now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cracking his back. Ooh, you probably heard that. Sweet release.
All right. Yeah.
He's back.
Sorry.
No pun.
No back. I mean, he's back. No fun. I said no back.
No back, bro.
He's pun. But no, but yeah, you saw.
So
you saying
his edits
nice
are
edits.
really good now.
Oh, wow.
And if I showed you, you said, "Oh wow," like you saw it already. His edits are really good. Oh wow. If I showed you like his first couple videos, you probably wouldn't even think it's the same person.
Really?
Yeah, because
I feel like that with like me too. I'm just like, dang, these are garbage.
Yeah, but I don't even know how, because like he had a big jump in his videos though. So like I really would love to like sit down with somebody like that.
No, for sure.
And see how they got to that point, because I see like his videos and I see like crazy transitions, and I could sometimes piece them together, like how they got that to work, and it's just like maybe time consuming, which is like very detailed edits. But some I'm like, how do you get that shot? Have you seen those shots where they're like moving time lapses?
Yeah, that's easy.
No. Not just like a moving time lapse, but like a hyper speed one, not the slow one. Like a hyperlapse, but they're also moving forward.
Yeah, that's a hyperlapse. So we're like, it's multiple photos, and they're like moving forward.
But sometimes it looks like they're almost in like the air, or like across things that don't look like you could just like move a tripod.
Really?
Yeah, I'll show you his videos, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And then also like,
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
You do, but like when I show you these ones, you'll be like,
"Okay,
the fuck?"
Yeah.
But you might be like, "The heck?" And you also might be like, "Wow."
I'll be like, "Oh wow."
You'd be like, "Okay,
nice."
Be like, "Okay."
Nah, but just like with those, like I've always wanted to do that, but like me, like I like to. I feel like I'm like you, where I don't have that much time to spare.
Yeah, we're working towards it.
No, for sure. But like I've always wanted to do that, but I just know like just for that one shot, like people don't realize how much time and effort goes into like making videos and doing photos and editing photos.
Yeah, that's what I like I like that it's time consuming though, because I feel like that weeds out some people.
No, for sure.
So like they're not going to be able to get those shots unless they put the time in, so less people are going to do it.
For sure.
That's what I like about it. And also that goes with everything, is like everything you have to do. Like even if you just, like for example, I do these like photo shoots right now, and anybody can do them. Like I'm not really doing anything special, but I heard this quote once. It's very simple, stupid quote, but it's like, you see somebody doing it and you're like, oh, I can do that. But the difference between them and you is that they're doing it.
Yeah.
So not like me, like, oh, I'm actually going out and doing it, like practicing.
Yeah, for sure.
But I got myself into that position. Like, for example, I got that gig of taking photos for people. Yeah. Even if you can do it, you're not doing it. Yeah. You're spending your time like having fun doing stuff. I got myself doing it. So even if you can do it, you're not doing it. So I like that quote a lot.
I get that. I like that too.
Yes. Facts. Platypus, bro.
Big facts, bro.
Big fat platypus facts. Wow. Anyway, that's just for topics from technology. What else could we talk about? Because we always talk about technology. But I guess that's why we...
I mean, my one of my favorite things to talk about is probably like video editing and whatnot.
Video games?
Video editing.
Video editing. I know, me too. Like, dude, when I show you these edits, we're going to have to step through it, because I know usually you can spot the things. And now I can spot them too.
That's what's up.
But like... Some of these shots, man, I'm like, how do you even do that? Because I understand the transitions now. Because a lot of it was like, there was one a long time ago. It was like the fade to Luma stuff, like the sky, yeah. And like it almost does it for you.
Yeah,
like that
for sure, man.
That I was like, that must take time to like piece out the sky,
and it takes like 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it literally does it for you. But then there's some shots that I'm like, that can't, like, I don't know how they do it. So I'm gonna show you that. You're gonna freak out. But
and one thing I like about today's day and age is like, you want to find out something, like, you can, like, like you don't have to go to a library. You don't have to like talk to the biggest like producer, the editors and whatnot. Just like people like who are curious are gonna find a way, you
Right.
know. So it's just like, and like, I'm not to that point yet where I can just like I can see it and be like, see, well, I can do it with a few things, but I can't like you were saying with the sky and the luma fade.
Yeah.
Like I can't go. I'm like, oh, I saw that. Like I'm gonna go repeat that. Like I'm gonna go imitate that. I have to, go look up and
How
watch
to
like
do
a
it.
video. Yeah, or like,
Dude, that's what I like about making so many videos is because I feel like I hope when I get to the point of like where I want to be,
right.
it'll be cool to look back to see like
That's what
the
I'm saying.
process. Because like I don't want to just wait till I make a good video.
Yeah, no, I'm
You
with
gotta
you.
go do
100%.
everything.
And
I
that's
hope
why
everybody's-
I want to like branch out and do like YouTube and
Yeah.
doing like and offer like like helpful helpful tutorials,
Mhm.
helpful videos and whatnot. Just because like you can kind of like because that'll push you because everybody's seeing like what you can do and it's like
Yeah.
okay, if I put out the same type of stuff like people are like, okay, he's not getting any better. Why do I need to
Yeah.
So it's just like. And
It's all-
I guess it goes the same thing with everything. Like you could compare it to dunking as well.
Yeah. Everything's everything.
Yeah, man.
That's the quote I like.
Did you dunk this morning?
Yeah, a little bit.
How
I
was
was
it?
working on the tomahawk. It was terrible.
Wow.
I'm so bad off the dribble.
It sucked.
Like I was like doing the little self bounce thing and getting my friggin' like it felt like my arms were like fully bent, like my head like a couple inches from the rim. But then when I go off the dribble, it's like I'm reaching, like I can't do it. But like it's just my two hand off the dribble is terrible. I can't get the same
Yeah.
lift.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there, dude. I've been hitting the sauna like 3 times a week.
You been sweating, bro?
No, man, that's the weird part, bro. I get in there for 20 minutes, not
Yeah.
a drop, bro. I think
Not
it's
one drop.
no, but it like
You're dehydrated, bro.
no. What happens is like
Dehydrated.
what happens is I get super dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
The
girl?
whole place gets wet, but I stay dry.
Just knock it off, bro.
No, I drip like crazy, actually.
Really? That's good.
And then the best part is like you get home, like I rinse off and I get home, and
You
you have a
take a
glass of water.
yeah, it's like the
That
most
thing
refreshing
never
thing ever.
tasted more
Yeah.
like milk, man.
Yeah, milk. Milk. Bro, you know what's better than milk? Water.
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 Splash.
Guys, never drink soda again in your life.
Yeah. No, for real.
Just
I don't even eat sugar. I have a little bit.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have some sugar.
I only have like dark chocolate.
Yeah.
I know that's very specific, but
Dark chocolate.
I don't like sugars because I feel like it's too like I feel like the dark chocolate helps my cravings a lot. 'Cause
Okay.
I really crave sweets.
Okay.
And I feel like it's really not that
Yeah,
bad.
I crave sweets.
And it's less
I
processed
crave
too.
sweets. No, I'm with you. So what I do, like, my favorite candy is Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
But like that's the only candy I eat. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't eat chocolate bars
Yeah.
or anything like that. But then like but I love chocolate. But like I say like I'm semi allergic because like if I have chocolate, I'll like break out and like not with like hives or anything, but just like I'll get like acne.
Scales?
Yeah, I'll get scales. So like what I do to substitute that is I'll have like a chocolate rice cake, which is just like it's just like a rice cake. You
Yeah.
know? So it's like grain, so I can eat like cereal and stuff, but like having milk, like I can't do milk. You know what I'm saying?
No milk, bro.
No milk.
I heard once. I never go back and research this, but I heard it. Like when I hear it from someone smart that I trust,
Like
like
me?
a doctor, like I think it was
Like me?
Dr. Rhonda Patrick on Joe Rogan. I always bring her up.
The doctors, Dr. Phil,
Yeah. Whenever I hear like something smart
Dr.
that like
Oz,
yeah, and they explain it once, I'm like, oh, I'm done.
Dr.
Like,
Doom,
yeah.
Dr.
Actually,
Strange,
no, this health tip was from Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre. Hey.
So, like, when I hear a health tip like
Yeah.
that from somebody that has, like, all these credentials and I really trust and they explain why and they say, like, what happens with your stomach, and I'm just like, oh, I can't, like, regurgitate the information or, like, the details.
Spit it back out.
Yeah, but I just go with it. So anyway, one was like milk, and it was like we're not really supposed to digest milk, and the way they make milk now is like so far from natural
Yeah.
because it's supposed to only last like 2-3 days
Yeah.
if it's like good raw
And
milk,
it lasts,
but they last like
2
weeks.
Yeah.
And so like that, like it has none of the nutrients it used to have.
No,
It doesn't
for
have
sure.
like the calcium that they say it does for your bones. It's just weird. So like, and
Yeah.
it's not good. And so many people like drink milk and they feel like something.
Yeah, man. And
That's
it's
the best. It's just how you
It's
feel.
just ridiculous how like I don't know about other countries, but I know America, we have like so much obviously so much processed food, but we have like so much different variations of food, and they're all like unhealthy. So we
I
have
know.
whole milk, like
Yeah.
that has all the fat in it.
Yeah.
We have 2% milk that has 2% like
Yeah.
less fat, right? But it's just like it still has like all this.
You know, I heard the skim milk that has the like
No
fat-free
fat?
milk
Yeah.
is the worst
What?
because since they take out all the fat, it tastes the worst,
Okay.
and then they add more sugar in it.
Oh,
So then
to make
sugar's
it
the
taste, to
worst,
make it
bro.
taste better.
To make it
like,
taste
even though
better.
it doesn't taste good.
Yeah,
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's why I've been like when I do drink milk, it'll either I didn't know that about skim milk,
yeah,
but when I do drink milk, it would either be skim, which I'm not gonna mess with anymore,
Yeah.
or it would be almond milk.
Yes, almond milk is a lot better
Yeah.
because I think it has no dairy, or maybe I'm making that up, but
I
it's a
think
lot
you're
better
right.
than regular milk.
Yeah.
But here's the weird thing I was thinking about that you were kind of touching on, is that a lot of things like that we're selling now in America, at least, is like all based on money. Like everything
No,
you
for
want
sure.
is like you want to buy it cheaper. Like the food you get this food because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But no one's competing on like the quality of food. People are, but it's always like, oh, the quality. If I want quality, I have to pay more.
Yeah.
But what if it started and only competition was quality, not cost?
Yeah.
If everything was quality and then they did cost,
Yeah.
then it'd be good. Then you're like, okay, this one's just as good, but it's cheaper because they make more. Or they use like a different ingredient
Right.
that's healthy but like different, and they could get it fast. I don't know. It's
Right.
just funny how
So-
it's all money.
For sure, and you're 100% right. And with that quality, like people are like, you think like, or people think like, okay, I put so much effort into having like quality products. It's just like, is this really like worth my time to give like a high quality milk for the same price as low quality? So it's just
Yeah.
like, so I feel like people would think that with that they're devaluing themselves. And like I always thought about this with like water bottles, like you can buy a 24 pack for fucking $5
Yeah.
or $4 at what's it like anywhere
Donkey Julios.
like Julio's or Julio's or wherever we're talking about, but it's like at Publix
Yeah.
or at Walmart, wherever you guys are from.
yeah,
But then you like go to a vending machine that's $1, like.
yeah.
So I just feel like it goes along with quality, convenience, and then like it's competitors,
Yeah.
So I think that's what
It's
sucks
weird.
about having to, make if someone to make like a super like high quality like food product or invention. It's just like you got to do. Our people are thinking to do like
Money.
what's worth.
Yeah,
their
they're all
time
about money.
and money. What's worth their time and money.
So weird. It's also weird to think of how much money Amazon has.
That's crazy.
It's like okay, so the first thought is like if they do become like monopoly type where they can control everything,
They're not allowed. Yeah.
they're not allowed. But like will they jack up prices, or where they go like, because that's like the most efficient route for them as a business. They control the prices, they make more money. But what if they became a company that was all for good?
I thought Amazon has sellers. It's not like Amazon's the seller. I thought Amazon has sellers.
I think it's both now.
Word?
I think they make products. I don't know.
I know.
You're right.
Well, I mean,
I never
obviously,
thought
like
about that.
Alexa.
But like they're making grocery stores now. Ever heard of that?
I know they like bought Whole Foods.
They bought Whole Foods, but they're going to make their own Amazon like grocery store where you literally walk in. Have you seen those?
Oh
videos?
yeah,
And you just like have your
you
phone.
don't even have to check out.
You don't
like
have to
it-
check out. You
yeah.
can just put it in,
yeah.
You just pull it off the shelf, and it like knows.
Yeah,
It's
I saw
crazy.
that.
So like things like that, like if they're so efficient that they're like the only ones doing it, they can go one route of like the normal business route, which is make prices how they want, make the best business, whatever. Or they could be like good for everybody and make it super cheap. And then like I don't even know, like I don't know if they
No,
can
I'm
do
with
that
you.
possible. But it's like if they do it for the good of the people, they'll make it cheap and make it like
and they'll still
make the
be
best
number
product
one. Yeah.
instead of like the best business. I don't know. I don't know if I'm talking out of my.
But it's just like everything's business, like you said, everything's money. So
Yeah.
it's just like, why would Amazon's doing good now? Why do they need to lower their prices? People are still
Yeah.
going to buy from them, which sucks. But
Amazon's wild, bro.
That
And
is
also,
wild.
it's crazy how when you like, I'll order something. I have Prime,
yeah,
and it'll come like sometimes it'll come the next day, even though I have Prime.
Yeah.
It doesn't even take 2 days. It's like how could they
that's
possibly?
nuts.
I'm like sitting somewhere. I wanted like a box of something. I don't even know whatever
Yeah.
it is. Click it, and then like almost the next day, I
It's
get this
here.
item. Like
Yeah.
how are they working that efficient?
That's crazy.
And it's
man.
only going to get better.
yeah,
That's so crazy.
yeah. That's what
And
you
you-
think. Like everything is just going to get better. And
You can get, and it's going to be weird. That's another thing I'm talking about where I'm sitting out the window looking at the obsolete stuff. It's like,
obsolete.
yeah, It's like-
Obsolete.
I hop up on my feet. That's a Big Sean line.
Whoa,
Exactly.
whoa,
So,
do it,
boy,
boy.
you're looking.
That was good, right?
Oh God.
Oh God, yeah.
So then, like you're looking at these things, and like you're going to be able to order everything.
That's nuts.
Like it's funny to go to the
you can
store
order
now.
a house off Amazon.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny is that I've been going to the sauna lately, and you can
Amazon's in a sauna.
you can buy your own sauna for like
That's
$1,500. It's not that
1,500.
it's not even that much of a price.
1,500.
Yeah, is
For
that
a
a lot?
sauna?
Is that a lot?
No,
Exactly.
I thought that was
It's like a little. It's like the way I described it is like a
wait.
porta potty.
okay.
So like it's like your own personal one. It's not like a room
Okay,
where
no, I
you can
get
chill
it.
in it.
So,
But like that's crazy. You
Yeah.
have your own in your house. I mean, I don't know how much electricity it costs and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
No, I
But
get
that's
you.
crazy. You could just buy one.
when I was thinking about right when you said that, I was thinking about. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense because like all you have to do is buy like the or purchase and build like the sauna room, and then like all you need is the external heater, which probably like you said costs like $1,500.
Yeah,
but I mean, I feel like total that would be.
But it's crazy that everything's gonna be orderable or what's it called?
Nuts.
Yeah, whatever. Put everything online, and then you just like it's just so weird. You get places. Man. Oh, and the other thing I find weird is
man, yeah, you're just like
I keep having ideas. It's like it's gonna be so efficient to do things and like travel. So like, say me and you wanted to go to Nova Scotia tomorrow. Right. We don't even need to leave this room, and we can have excursions planned, watermelons packed.
Okay.
Blankets folded.
Yeah.
Socks rolled.
Bro, I don't need to fold my socks. I don't roll them.
Wait, you said?
I fold my socks.
Oh, okay, my bad.
And I iron them too.
Twice?
No, just once. Well, I guess 2 times, like 1 per sock.
Anyway.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
But we can plan that all out within like an hour and just leave tomorrow. Crazy. No, we don't even need like a map. We just use our phones and tell us.
That's crazy,
and
man.
Just go get food. If you just have money,
I'm pretty sure like GPS like started like being like used like properly like.
Oh my god.
2007 or 8, man.
Like I can remember when myself used like non GPS when I drove, like or even when I rode with my dad. I would have to print out things.
Yeah, the MapQuest.
And like even right now, I'm using my phone GPS, but like there's gonna be like so many things. In like 20 years, you're gonna remember these times.
Yeah.
Like when we're taking videos, we're putting a memory card on our computer and uploading like, things like that. You're gonna be like like everything's gonna be instant. Look at all these wires I have on this table. Like,
and eventually everything's gonna be wireless.
Wireless. It's gonna be straight through our brains. We're gonna just be looking at each other, no movement of our mouths.
Okay, bro. So like along with that, you know how like everything's becoming like wireless. Yeah. So then that means everything's becoming wireless. So that means there's more radiation in the air.
Yeah. Oh, I got something on that. Go ahead.
Okay, go for it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, have you heard of that thing where it's called grounding, where you walk on the earth?
No.
You haven't heard of that?
No.
They say like it's really good if you can find time to like walk barefoot on grass.
Yeah, fuck that.
Or like
I like my shoes.
No. No, but it's really good. They say it like helps like your body. And I heard that a while ago, and I thought it was like, it might be like, but it's not that big of a deal. But like they say, walk on actual earth, like sand or grass, things like that, and it's like to connect with the earth. And I'm like, that sounds kind of like hippie-ish, whatever.
Yeah.
But then here's a really good connection to why it helps. Is like, think of like static when you have like
static electricity.
You know, like electricity. You know, before you like touch something, you have to ground it so that all the electricity that's running through it gets like out. I don't even know how it works.
No,
but,
I
like,
know exactly what
you have to ground objects and things like that.
Yeah.
It's like your body. We have all this technology around us, and it's like our phones, these computers, these microphones, all these technology around us is like has these ions going through our bodies, and by grounding with the earth, it'll ground our bodies just like they do objects to get all that like radiation out. Well, I don't even know if it's radiation. I don't want to use the wrong words, but you get what I'm saying.
No, I'm with
you. The particles that are in us that come from all this technology, we're never grounding ourselves, so it can help like clear us out a little bit, like reset.
Sure. No, that's interesting.
So after this, we're gonna be walking around in the grass.
Yeah,
hands and feet.
I'm gonna pass. No, I'm sorry. I'll probably do it. Hands and feet.
But they say it like helps you feel better. But like I believed it already, but like I was still skeptical. Like how much could it help? But then when I heard the technology part of it, someone else brought that up. Like later,
it like makes sense.
Makes more sense. Yeah. Like I love when there's connections.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
It's weird.
I agree. And just like along with the thing I was talking about earlier, just like I was saying, there's so much radiation in the air, and just like everything's gonna be using technology. And I know Apple's always talking about doing like wireless fucking charging, which is ridiculous. But just like you never know like what that could do to our body. Like I know like having your phone like FaceTiming like close to your face. Yeah. Like I heard that's terrible for you.
Yeah.
I heard having your like when you answer the phone call, you put it up to your ear. That's terrible for you.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
it's
everything that is in our lives like he's killing us.
Yeah, it's really weird. And also I hope like there's so many things we don't know. That's kind of like my not religion, but like my beliefs is that there's like
you're not even religious.
Yeah, exactly. But there's like
I'm religious.
There's a that was a kiss you heard.
I kissed my cross on my necklace.
Your bracelet.
No, my necklace.
You wear a bracelet around your neck. Tell them the truth.
I wear a necklace around my neck.
Okay, but like we only know our senses.
On the Bible app. Right hand on the Bible app.
Dude, I got two hands on the. No, I couldn't think of anything.
Stupid.
Stupid. What was I saying? get me off track. Oh, so like we have our 5 senses. We know sense, touch, smell, dink, donk, doot, and we have toot as well. That some people don't know.
Toot.
But anyway,
Bro, you forgot the 7th one.
What?
Poot.
Oh, dude, I haven't got in touch with that one yet.
Bro, I get in touch with it every day.
Yeah. So, but there's other things I feel like we can't even like detect yet.
Yeah.
And I feel like radio waves, Wi-Fi. If you told somebody who wasn't from this planet about Wi-Fi and radio, it would be so hard to describe.
Right.
And it's hard to even show them. You can't really physically show them, but we know they're there.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's so many other things we're not in touch with because we're just like simple beings.
Yeah.
But also more on that is that I was listening to Joe Rogan. He had this fighter on, the
Who's
girl
Joe
fighter.
Rogan?
He's a
bum.
He's a cosmetologist with a radioactive Neptune on his
I know
chameleon.
who Joe Rogan is. He's a pretty big entrepreneur and podcaster. Yeah.
Podcaster, fighter, or MMA enthusiast. Anyway, he had the fighter on that was a world champion, the girl Rose Namajunas or whatever. And she was talking about how when she's
We've been podcasting for a while,
dude. Oh, us? It's been an hour.
No, it has not.
It has. It just hit an hour.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
wait, hold on.
We gotta go.
Not yet. So wait. So this is really cool. So she's like really in touch with herself, and her trainer or something like that, like completely trusts her when she says things like, "We gotta leave now." Like sometimes she has these bad feelings, right?
Yeah. No,
and
I get that
he's
too.
been with her for so long that like so many bad feelings have led to bad things that he just listens to her now. And what she explains is that because Joe asked like, do you always feel like that? And she's like, well, I have to be like really clear, meaning like she's got to be on point with everything, like diet, like meditating, things like that. And I feel like, and she says when she feels like clear, she can have a better sense of like feelings like that. She can walk in a room and feel the energy. And I feel like I would love to I don't have that often. I don't know if I have.
I don't feel like I have it like along with that. Sorry for interrupting.
No, go ahead.
I feel like that I do, get like a.
Sometimes you feel like that.
Like you feel like the vibe.
Yes.
You can like tell when like someone's trustworthy or someone's like sketchy or like someone's intentions, and it's like obviously people try to like hide it, or not people, but just like I guess that's what you can, or you can just like like you said, you could like sense, the
pause.
Pause. Okay, so I was just saying how that you could like I can get like vibes from people, and just like you can tell when you can I can get these vibes, and I can tell when somebody's up to no good, or they just want to talk to you, or they just want to use you for like a certain thing. Just like, but I have struggled with like just like acting on those. Yeah. So but one thing that just like obviously experience teaches you a lot, and that's what he was saying that happened with Joe Rogan and
the girl.
Assistant. Yeah, and the girl.
Rose Namajunas. And the other thing, so here's even more of that. So that's good. I think I have that type of like instincts type feeling, but she was having like almost like premonitions. Like she would be driving and she'd be like, get off of this exit, and as soon as they get off, they would see like a car accident.
No.
Things like that.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so I would love, because I feel like I feel like you've heard those things in the past, but you're always like, those people are just coincidences. But I feel like now you're hearing it more, and you're having more people try to be in touch with it and like be clear and try meditating and things like that. That I feel like it's becoming more scientific, where they can kind of connect the dots.
No, I'm with you on that.
So I want to learn more about that.
Just become meditate. So
and I don't know if you have to go, but I have one more thing I want to bring up.
All right, let's go.
Another guy, this guy named Wim Hof. He's known for his like breathing techniques.
Okay. And
he's done these extreme things where he I've been actually wanting to say this on the podcast, so I'm glad you're here to explain it too, because it's hard to explain.
Okay.
But he basically has these breathing techniques which allow him to do these like extreme things. Like he did like a marathon in like the polar circle, some really cold region. He did a marathon like barefoot, or like in shorts and barefoot.
And it was cold?
Yeah, he wasn't cold. Like he can like stay in really cold water for a long time, and all these things just from his breathing techniques. And he did these extreme things to kind of bring attention to himself, and he's yawning. The eyes. Okay, so he did these extreme breathing thing or extreme activities to get like more attention to himself. And so now, after he got attention to himself, he started being studied because he wanted to like prove that he's not just like crazy or like able to handle these things. He's like changing his body chemistry. Oh, wow. And what he does is he's able to, by breathing these certain techniques, he's able to like hold more oxygen. Mm-hmm. And by holding more oxygen, it like allows your brain to like raise its alkalinity. I don't know what that means.
That's crazy.
But like the amount of oxygen basically alleviates other pressures on the brain, so it could adhere to the other problems. Okay. So like when you have stress or anxiety or like cold temperatures, helps, if you have more oxygen, your body can regulate it better. And anyway, by regulating how much oxygen he had, he's been able to tap into like his different systems, like his endocrine system or like nervous system to like affect his like adrenaline levels. Because you know when those times happen where you've heard that like old saying where like a mother's child was under a car and she had all this adrenaline, she could lift up the car. Yeah, you ever heard that story?
But
it's like a famous story they always use about adrenaline.
Yeah,
it's like when you have that adrenaline burst, you can do superhuman things.
Yeah.
Well, he's finding a way to actually tap into that adrenaline using your breath.
Steroids.
Yeah, exactly. No. But anyway, so he's being studied, and they're actually like proving that he's doing it, not just like him saying he's doing it or like him doing these crazy stunts. Mm-hmm. Now he's like having scientists like study his like blood, and so it's like concrete evidence, and it's so cool and fascinating because like he's able to do these insane things like withstand the cold. And I feel like he's always explaining how the cold is so beneficial to you if you could withstand it. And I feel like more I think about it is like that's one of the scariest things is to be cold. Because if you're like in hot, you could like withstand it. You know, you just sweat. Like the sauna. I feel like sitting in a sauna is just
saying that like sweating, like that's your body's what is it? Your body's reaction or
to the heat
or to cool you off or whatever.
Yeah.
But with cold, your body shivers.
Yeah.
So I feel like saying that is somewhat like irrelevant, you know, just because that's the body's process to what am I looking for? To like withstand the cold, the shivering, and then the body's process to withstand the heat is sweating.
Right.
So
yes. So we had to pause real quick, but yeah. So the cold, shivering, that's your body's reaction. But my point is like I feel like. Of course, you like dehydrate if you get in the heat, but it's like being able to withstand the cold is like harder to me. I don't know, but I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But like, it's one of the scariest moments is when you're like cold. Like if you get hot, it's not like scary, like life threatening scary.
Yeah, but what about when you get what's it called,
sunburn,
sunstroke,
heat stroke,
yeah.
But like I guess what I'm saying is like when you go into a hot situation, like if you get dropped somewhere hot, it's not as scary like the heat, unless you're like, you know what I mean. Like if you're in the cold, it's like frightening, like it shivers your cheek. At least to me,
I feel like that's people.
I'll have to look into it more. Yeah, it's definitely people. Maybe people different, but like,
I mean, I personally like don't like being cold, but I'm not afraid of it.
Right, but yeah, I'm talking about like extremes. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird. I'm not saying it right, but I don't even know if it's not more that I think about it. That's
so weird. You're gonna go extreme. So let's go like super.
For example, he goes in like freezing cold waters and like swims underwater for like 20 minutes. Like he's able to like in like frozen water, like the roof, the freaking surface is frozen.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
but he's able to do these things because of his breathing, and he's always talking how the cold is like. So beneficial if you're able to like be one with the cold.
And now that you're saying that, like I get that because I guess like when you're underwater, especially like you can't hold your breath.
Yeah.
So no, I get what you're saying. With that, like
the cold might take away your breath too.
Yeah, and just like how, and I guess like he said that you have to train to do that, and I guess like that going along with that, with swimming, like the more active you are, like you'll run out of your oxygen that you have like stored up. And you'll want to like breathe easier, but 20 minutes, that's a long time.
Dude, and he, like, I got to look more into the cold part because the breathing stuff makes sense. Like, he's able to go long distances, withstand these things, like do these crazy feats by breathing. And then he always talks about the cold too. Like, I don't know why he always wants to like use his techniques to withstand the cold, but there's more to it, but I definitely have to look more into it.
Right.
But he's always using his breath and stuff like that to withstand cold temperatures and cold feats.
He breathes fire or something like that?
I wish.
That's crazy. Man.
But he's crazy, and I want to look into those breathing techniques because it like allows him to do like crazy stuff. And there's so much. Oh, this is really good connection. How I like to make the connections is like Adam's laughing at me. I keep saying, listen to this. So more onto the breathing things. Like I was saying, he's able to tap into his like different systems, and like it helps his brain alleviate things. Is like that's why working out, or they say like go for a walk, it helps you feel better. Because it's not only that you're like getting moving and like endorphins, because that's what they say, right? You like release endorphins when you work out or something, but it's also allowing you to gain more oxygen to yourself. So like if you're trying to be creative, they say like, oh, go take a walk, do something physical. It's more like they're finding out now. Well, from his studies, he's explaining that those things are not just like getting you moving, getting your blood pumping. It's really bringing in more oxygen.
No,
so then it's
sure.
allowing your brain. It's basically like giving your brain more energy to work with, and I think that's really like
That is really cool.
solid.
That's really cool.
And so like people who don't work out, and that like, they were talking about depression too, is like people that are like sad or like depressed. It's a real thing, but like they can do so much if they just like exercise,
Yeah,
get
I
themselves
agree.
more oxygen to their things. And I know you got to go, so we
Yeah.
can cut it whenever you
No,
want.
you're good, man. Whatever you want.
Dude, we got to do this again though for sure. That was a really fun time. It was how fast does an hour go though?
Are we still recording?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, the hour went by fast. I was
dude.
like,
When I do this like alone, sometimes like I'll talk about these things, but just like act like I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
I have that what's it called? I have a mannequin looks just like you. I drew your face on him,
how
and
nice.
and I put him in that chair, and I act like you're there.
What?
That's my only friend that's been here beyond the 6 months. I started the 6 months when I got the
Drew
mannequin.
him with a pencil.
No, a pen, Sharpie.
So he's not no like doodleball
I drew
Minoy
your-
Minoy. Not that.
Doodlebug. I drew your tats on him too.
Oh what? I need to get more tests. I was thinking.
How many tats you got?
Like 17.
CX and 17?
No, I have 5. I have 5.
When was your first one?
When was it?
Yeah.
Like when? How old was I?
How old are you?
I was 18.
Dude,
So it was
yesterday?
Like, it was right out. Yeah, exactly. It was right out of high school.
Crazy.
I
Which
felt-
one was the
I
first
felt
one?
so cool. It was it was my chest piece that goes like right here, and it was just like.
Do you ever
cut
take
off.
it off?
Yeah, sometimes. Just like when I'm not feeling it,
Dude.
bro. I saw this one dude who had like tattoos, and they were like so bad. It made me wish I never got tattoos. Cause I'm just like,
Because his were so
yeah,
bad?
his were so bad. That I'm like, damn. I wonder if people like think mine are so bad that
Yeah.
they don't want tattoos. So I'm just like, what? Like they were,
so
these
funny.
were like terrible. I'm like, and I look at mine. I'm like, okay, like these aren't bad.
Oh, dude, I have so much more to talk about, but I guess we'll have to save it for
Hey.
next time.
Sally and Adam podcast.
Coming back soon.
Part
Real
2.
quick, though, is like art. There's like this document. Do you really
I love
got to go?
art.
Or you have like 5 minutes?
I should go.
Okay. We'll talk about it next time. Art to be continued. We'll talk another time.
Banger. Peace
All right.
out.
Anything you want to plug? How do you say your Instagram?
Peace and love.
Uh,
All right, my Instagram. I need to change it, but right currently
now.
it's at Adam Marcus, so it's at ADAMARCUS _. Adam
There's
Marcus
an underscore at the end. It's tricky.
Yes, sir.
But I'll post a link too. On
Adam
the,
Marcus with 1 M.
And then his
Everybody
YouTube too. So his YouTube will be on my
Same thing.
YouTube. You'll see
Same
it.
thing.
And so thanks for stopping by
Thank
the
you for
studio.
having me,
You're
man.
my second guest.
Whoa.
Second is the
But you
best.
still gotta interview Garrison next.
Dude, I tried, but he just pants.
He what? Oh, he doesn't give you no.
That's all he does. I put him in the chair and everything.
You don't understand, dog?
I do, but nobody else does.
Oh, well,
I was
understand.
having a whole conversation, but it didn't come out good.
So it's whatever, man.
All right, bro. Well, that's
Peace out.
it.
All right, see you.
Thanks
man.
for coming. Love you. Stay good.
All right, bro. I'll be
Don't
good.
flex.
No, I didn't flex. I didn't flex. That was my autonomic nervous system.
Wow. Are you tapping into it with your breath? All right. See ya.